You guys, I'm so upset. I screwed up the recording for Ballen Passage, and so we're up to Ballen Passage depths instead of just the entrance, and so anyway, I did a nice job screwing that up. So I apologize. So we're skipping the story a little bit, but basically what happened in Ballen Passage is more just like we need to continue on. Rain and Fina are both having moments where they feel like, you know, something's going on. Their memories are sort of jogging, or at least Rain is really thinking about, you know, the dream he had when they arrived in Dirnado, and Fina has now basically said, you know, as you know, she's always pulling them along somewhere to go farther into the mountains, and so we're continuing on. So here we're doing 11 energy battles, whereas in the entrance it was still 10 energy, and so yeah, let's go ahead and keep on fighting. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and use this X-Death, and not gonna bother bringing a stealing unit. I think it's easier to just blow through this as quickly as possible. So Fina has felt this strange wind coming along, even though they're in a tunnel where, you know, you wouldn't expect wind, but Dirnado is supposed to be the island where the wind crystal is kept, and Rain is saying that he really wants to protect them because he has this instinct that, you know, he needs to protect the crystals. So that's where we are in the story at the moment, so here we go, feeling a strange wind again. The wind is calling us. Alright. Don't anybody get too excited. So I can blow through pretty much all these mobs without too many problems. I'm actually sort of wasting Lena's MP a little bit because I used the repeat button more than I should. So she keeps on repeating cheer when she doesn't really need to, but anyway. Just so I don't have to set up all the skills again. Some bats as well. Alright. Oh, I'm so sad. I really wanted to record the whole story. Almost just for, like, posterity purposes, even if nobody in the world cares about these Final Fantasy videos, but because the story comes in parts, you know, it's not like with some of the other Final Fantasy where you can like crunch it out really quickly and you're engrossed in the story for a long period of time, whereas here you really have to wait a while until the story continues and more content comes out. I can borrow Locke, who's a thief, so if I want to steal a little bit, I can use him. So why don't we go ahead and steal an item. Maybe better to use Thunder here, but that's okay. We'll just blow everything up. She's attacking things that don't exist anymore. It's all good. So with these guys, you always sort of have to have a ton of magical attacks going on. So the physical attack units are just not very good for them, but they're super weak against anything magical attack, so that's okay. Any sort of mag. I really think if they're dead, the barrage shouldn't continue, but it almost always does. Alright. Depth opening. I need to grab some more energy. I do have one last thing in my mail from the compensation package. Gives me 45, and that metal Gigantor is pretty nice. And these King Gale Snappers are just for gold, but actually I'm very close to getting the last trophy needed, just for like how much gil you obtain. So I might be close to that actually. Let me just go check real quick. Let's sell this guy. Okay. And trophy? Trophy? How close am I to? Oh, I'm so close. Oh my god, I need less than 400 gil to get that trophy, and then I can start making and farming up the those awesome rings. Okay, we're super close. So after this, I will find a way to make one of those rings real quick with you guys. Go ahead and use a tele. Alright, we'll use thunder. If you use the same element, I think that's how how you get the element chains. I think it has to be the same type. Here, this one has Thundara. Alright. Let's do it. Yeah, lots of element chains there. So there's only 3 rounds here, so I'm going to use cheer again. Or I just use the repeat button. If there were 4 rounds, I would be a little bit more careful because I might need Lena to do something else. Here we're good to go. I really like Tella as a unit. He does really great AoE damage. He can revive. He has a skill to revive units once they've died, and he also has some decent heals. He's not like a fantastic healer, but he's not a bad one either. So I got I ranked up as well. So oh no, I filled out my energy. That sucks. So usually you want to be low on energy when you rank up, because then your energy bar fills completely. But okay, I won't cry about it too much. Only just a little bit of crying. Alright. So we have a new one. Did I get that trophy yet? Probably not. Oh yes, I did get it. Yay! Alright, so I got that trophy. So I get 500 lapis for the trophy, and once you get 30 trophies, you get hero rings, and hero rings are awesome. So let me go ahead and see if I can forge some of those. They take a long time to make, like a really extra holy crap amount of time, but that's okay. Also, I have plenty of items to make 2 of them, and then it starts getting a little bit more difficult. So I need Ice Mega Chris X10 and Fire Mega Chris X10 as well. And then the Silver Ore is super easy to get, and also I wish it asked for like 200 Silver Ore instead. But anyway, so let's go ahead and craft these guys, and it takes 3 days. And so what's really awesome about this is the attack plus 10% and the mag plus 10%. So you're really just not going to find that in other items, and the defense and spirit from it is sort of irrelevant. But yeah, so I definitely want to make as many of these as possible. If I can give every unit 2 of these, that would be great. So I'm gonna go ahead and make another one, because this is going to take a while. I might as well get as many in as possible. So again, I'm running low on Ice Mega Chris, and I think I need those Ice Mega Chris for something else. So I am going to need to farm them from somewhere, but anyway, this is a huge priority to get these rings in. I do have 2 slots. Making another spot is going to cost 200 lapis. Most of the time I'm not going to have 3 things that I want to forge. maybe in the future, if it gets like to the point where it's intolerable waiting for another one, I won't, but at least for now I'm not going to do that. I don't have enough space to make another hero ring anyway, and those are the items that I really want to forge. So yeah, so that's awesome. Get to start up my hero rings, and just need to farm more items to make those. Okay, and because I ranked up, I can do more Coliseum. So let me do Coliseum real quick, and then I'll get back to the rest of the story. Alright, so I finished up Coliseum, so I can continue on in Ballen Passage, and let's get going there so we can continue the story. Let's see here. Well, I can borrow Warrior of Light. Warrior of Light is not my favorite unit in the world. If I don't specifically want him, just because he's mostly a tank and a supporter. So he doesn't hit super hard, but he is really, really useful. So the main thing that you, oh, he's super high level, so he has Shining Wave. Okay, never mind, he's great. Ignore everything I said. There we go. But yeah, with most units, I mean, if they're not capped out on level and at 5-star, there's just something about them that seems not as useful. Most of them, their best skill or whatever you really want them for, you need to cap them out. I really think that the Cloud of Darkness is just the oddest unit as far as aesthetics go. For sure, Kefka is my least favorite unit as far as just everything, mostly just because he's a clown and I hate clowns with a passion. Really my least favorite thing. But they are really useful. Okay, so I'll just suck it up and use this clown. But Cloud of Darkness is just odd. I don't understand why she is the way she is. She's just... her boobs are everywhere. And then when she wins, so at the end of this whole thing, she's just gonna like stand up and flash everybody. I don't get it. She has snakes coming out everywhere, and she's like naked, and she wants you to know that she's naked. Yeah. These guys. So this is the reason why I'm a little bit scared to make a unit that's like pretty much just all barrage units and all physical attack, is just because of these. Once in a while you'll run into something that has way too much defense and just does not take a lot of physical damage. Bile. I've seen these in Coliseum before and some other places. Usually don't seem terribly strong. This one seems to have quite a bit of HP. Oops, it was a little too fast. Okay, so I guess we're feeling something. Forget about it. Alright. Alright, so we cleared that pretty quickly too. Alright, so downloading some more story. Oh, and we see daylight again. Floating in the sky. Ooh. Lots of airships. Oh, that's right. We haven't really seen any airships. We've only been on a real ship in this so far. Alright, so we finally hit one of the capital cities, and I'll continue the story there because there's sort of like explorations, except without all the fighting. There's lots of items to collect up there, and I think if I click on this, we might end up continuing the story a bit more. And I'd like to do them in parts by city or by, dungeon or whatever they might be. So I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a very good day.